Psych. Psych, everybody. Hopefully all of the audio is working. So if I got hello everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Great to see everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hello Lisa. Hello Carl.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
I have missed wearing my shirt.
Because you're a Lovecraftian horror. That's what you are, Lisa.
So speaking of Lovecraftian horrors, I went to the movies. What a segue.
Absolutely.
My husband. Oh my God. Anyway, uh-oh.
Yeah, you froze for a bit, I think.
Sorry.
Right. It'll probably clear up soon.
So am I
still frozen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, in the meantime, Campaigner is saying new frame, new font, glitzy. I like it.
Jazz hands. Try to get it. Well, the font's been, I had the different font last time because I was trying to match it to Maia's font a little bit. And so I'm now trying to match it to the Theater of the Mind. Theater of the Mind font. So Cross says he can hear us, but Lisa is frozen.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
At least I did not freeze in the ugly mug look, when you got one eye open and you're like tongue sticking out, and, at least I'm not ugly there.
But that'd be funny though.
Let go, Lisa.
No. What?
Let go.
Did I disappoint? I'm so sorry.
You want to go out and come back in? You want to try that?
Or do you want to build a snowman?
Oh. Okay, bye.
Okay, but there's for the mouse comes at us. Okay, is mobile? Okay, I can see her twitching.
Yeah, she's Lisa's twitching. Clear. Boom. So, Lisa, you were going to mention the thumbnail, the lovely, wonderful thumbnail that you created.
Was I mentioning the thumb? Oh, what? Oh,
the one that you decided not to think about already.
So the thumbnail, well, I was going to say something about Call of Cthulhu first because my son took me to see Sheep Detective last night for Mother's Day.
Oh, Sheep Detective?
Yes, the Sheep Detectives. Yes.
Okay.
It's a very deep psychological film.
Okay.
Regarding sheep being detectives. True. Good movie, by the way. I enjoyed it. It was kitschy and fun, but I mean, it wasn't like Oscar worthy, but it was fun. Anyway, so the preview, one of the previews, the trailers in the movie was the new Minions movie.
Where
the Minions summon Cthulhu.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
Yeah. Really?
Nice.
Wait, so there's going to be a movie with the Minions summoning Cthulhu.
Yeah, what is the stupid movie called?
The Minions, Despicable Me, the Minions,
little yellow guys with the they summon Cthulhu.
That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah,
I mean, I would probably have watched it anyway because it's the Minions, but if it's the Minions and Cthulhu, yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it.
That is an interesting concept.
It was, and then and my son sitting next to me, I turned to him, I'm like, "You're bringing me to this, right?" and he's like, "No," I'm like, "Yeah."
It's like that's the real present. The present was letting you find out that this movie was going to happen.
Okay. Look, just going to put this out here. Boys, take your mama to see the tentacle movie.
No, this one wasn't the tentacle movie. This was the sheep movie. But
No, I mean the
I
one with the minions. Yeah.
yeah, that one he will be taking me to see the boy will take mama to see the tentacle movie. Yes, when that comes out.
Okay. Cheap Detective did very well at Cannes.
Really?
Sheep Detective was that was a fun movie. I have to say. I mean, it was like I said, kitschy and in some places just flat out weird, but it was fun. But yeah, the minions call summon Cthulhu. I'm all over that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something
Again,
else.
my most anticipated movie of 2026 was Highlander, but now it's Minions and Tulu.
Oh, yeah. I heard something about
Minions.
Highlander coming out, but I didn't know if it was really coming out or they were just thinking about
Apparently,
it.
yeah. So they've got Henry Cavill in the main part. They replaced Sean Connery with Russell Crowe, which is, I mean, those are some very big shoes to fill.
Big news, big news.
Hopefully, Russell Crowe will come through. There's David Bautista, which is taking on Clancy Brown's role. Again, very
God,
big
he's
shoes
in
to fill, but I
everything.
think the guy can do it.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
David
Wow.
Bautista's in everything. Everything. He's probably in the Minions summon Cthulhu for that matter. He's in everything.
Oh, but that's something to look out for, definitely.
Yes, yes. Although I do not. I warn you to not do not put too much anticipation into it because I saw in the trailer what actually happens, and it's a little disappointing. But it's okay. They do summon Cthulhu.
But that it's not the main event, but it does happen. Is that what it is?
It happens. It happens, and it actually is the main event. It's
Ooh.
just it's not what you anticipate.
I mean, if it's like Napoleon in the Minions, then yeah, I can kind of.
It's but it's all Andy, how are you guys?
I'm okay.
Doing okay. Doing
That's it.
okay.
Thumb and an okay. Jeez, people.
How are you? Aside from your excitement about the Minions movie.
Pretty good. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Chris says Dave Bautista can definitely play the Kurgan. Yeah, absolutely. And he also says that Sheep Detective did very well at cons.
Yeah.
So,
Yeti joined us. Hey there.
Hey, Crafted the Yeti.
Craft the Eddie. Hey,
I actually am
So-
crafting.
Cthulhu Minions. I'm on board. I'm right there. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. So apparently, it's called Minions and Monsters.
Minions and Monsters. That's right. That's right. It is. It's called Minions and Monsters.
Oh, that's fun. I mean, I really am not a huge Minions person. I can take them or leave them, they're fine. But that does sound fun, Minions and Monsters.
I've never really been a huge Minions fan either. But
Yeah, but you have no taste. I mean, campaign training gets it.
Yeah, Minions are big. What is the I won't say the draw. Why I really don't understand why they're so popular.
They're just little guys.
Oh, I thought you were going to say,
They're hilarious.
what's the draw? Okay. Sorry. I thought you were going to say something else. But fine.
I don't know. That's all I was thinking of. Maybe there's something else I could say, but yeah, they're little guys. Well, you know what? Like Trolls. Remember the Trolls movie? And I guess we're sort of doing theater of the mind because we're talking about a lot of movies.
Mhm.
But remember the Trolls movies?
Mm-hmm.
I've never really cared
Trolls
about. I
movies.
don't think I've seen one of the Trolls movies. The
Wait, the
ones that
Trolls
had
movies? I
yeah.
thought there was one. I'm not sure.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I know the
Yeah.
Trolls you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was just the one movie.
Oh, I'm sure there were more. Maybe there was only one in the theaters.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, with the toys are still out there. They're still making things with trolls on them over here.
Yeah, I mean, but those Trolls have been around for what, 40 years now?
Those
50 maybe?
trolls?
Yeah.
I'm old.
What
That's
Trolls movies?
remember the trolls
Trolls movie.
with you know which ones I'm talking about, Lisa, right? The with the shock of hair on the top. They all had different color. They were like naked mostly and like they had a big shock of hair.
Oh, those little. Oh my God! No, Ooh, no, no, no!
But
They're evil. No.
yeah, three
Okay,
trolls
there are
movies.
3 Trolls movies. Okay.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
kids love them. All right.
Yeah, so that's
No.
so when I think of Minions, I
Hmm.
think similar to those kinds of things, just small creatures that kids and some adults get into. I never really understood why
Uh,
the trolls were popular, and Minions, fine.
I'll be honest, I don't get the Trolls, but the Minions, yeah, because they just fuck up spectacularly in so many hilarious ways.
Boy, do they.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Boy, howdy.
okay, so, okay, to give you the elevator pitch, they're naturally drawn to, they're naturally inclined to follow the most evil person they can find, or
Okay.
creature. They really want to help them because they're, minions, and they're spectacularly bad at their job.
I did not realize that they actively look for the most evil person, which is that is fun.
Uh, Canonically, yeah, I think they show it in the Minions movie. They started from like single-celled minions going after the, following the bigger cells, and then as fish minions, and then caveman minions, and so on.
Okay, that's fun. I've never seen the Minions movie.
I recommend it. It's like
So,
4 out of 5 stars.
Okay.
so they seek out the most evil entity they can find, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is Steve Carell. What?
No, which is Gru. Which again,
But played by Steve Carell.
I mean, again,
He's trying. I mean, like, yeah.
he's trying. He's got potential, but he's got a heart too.
Chris, Lisa needs to start sacrificing some of those little troll dolls to her insanely diabolical craft projects. Trolls could be the new next baby head.
That's fun.
Yeah, I like it.
That's
I like
fun.
it. Yes. Done. Done and done.
Do you have trolls? Do you have troll dolls, Lisa?
No. No. Why would I have troll dolls? They're little tiny bits of evil.
Well, I thought you probably have them in your torture chamber.
That's under
Yeah.
construction.
I'll be honest. I mean, like, they're not Games Workshop expensive, but I think especially the vintage ones at this point are collector's items. I don't think you would want to be cutting them up.
And the only
Oh
ones
no, you're wrong. I really would. As many as I could possibly find. They need to be disassembled.
I will say that I do see them like in the is it the dollar store or like one of those like
Do you?
inexpensively like those little knockoff things or pen toppers, erasers, those kinds of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, not and again, I'm not even sure if it is the dollar store, but because they have their different marketing things.
So Chris is saying minions win because of their unabashed slapstick. I don't even know how to laugh, and I think minions are funny. Yep.
Some sound just leaks out of Chris, and he's like, "Oh, I guess that's laughter."
Yeah, I mean,
The
look.
minions taught me how.
The minions taught me how to laugh.
And if you watch the Minions movie, there's even Queen Elizabeth II punching people. So it's like,
Yes.
what more could you want
Yes.
from a movie?
Yes. They taught him how to laugh and to love.
I wasn't gonna go there.
Okay.
I personally, I mean, Like I don't know what minions teaching you how to love would look like, so I wasn't gonna go there. Do
Okay,
they
no,
reproduce? Oh,
what minions?
yeah, yeah.
I
I
have no
mean,
idea.
in the movies, do they talk about how they reproduce?
Uh, they might actually, but since the only thing that they say is zapoy and banana, I don't think anyone actually figured out what the hell they're saying anyway.
You
Which
just
is which
did
is
you
funny because
what you just said there, Carl, was you were just that was foreplay.
okay, actually, hang on, because so banana is banana, but zapoy is an actual Russian word,
Ah.
Ah,
and if I remember correctly, it means an alcoholic bender lasting at least 4 days. I'm not
I
making this up.
love it. I love it.
All right, they're starting to grow on me a little bit.
All right, what are you doing?
If they if they say Zapoy and they summon
Yeah,
Cthulhu, I don't think I can hate on them. Never did hate on them. Just was never
yeah,
really
okay.
the.
So Zapoy is a term used in Russia and other post-Soviet states to describe alcohol abuse behavior resulting in 2 or more days of consecutive drunkenness.
They're refreshingly violent. Chris says they're refreshingly violent.
and they are. I mean, actually, I don't find them cute personally.
No, no, they're not cute. They look like they look little. They look like yellow erasers wearing goggles.
Yeah, basically, yeah, I agree with you on that.
So
Okay,
no.
yeah, just in case anyone was wondering, we are a crafting and tabletop gaming channel. We are just very easily distracted.
It's like, who are we? Where'd we?
Where?
Who are these people? Who and why are these people?
But mostly, why are these people?
Why
Mostly white. Mostly white. Mostly white. Yeah, but I mean, I think the irony with the minions is how cute they're supposed to be. I don't think they're particularly cute, but how they're supposed to be cute, but they're also very evil, supposedly.
They try to be evil, they're not very good at it.
I've never
They're not very good at it.
never seen
Tic Tacs
them,
with goggles, yeah, that's a good way to describe them.
but they're like Tic Tacs with goggles.
They're what? Tic Tacs
With goggles, Tic Tacs
with
with
goggles.
goggles.
Yeah. That's right.
That's
Crafty
good.
Eddie's got it on. Yep, absolutely.
Okay, the
You
the
got it.
one with only one eye is cute. I'm pretty sure that was a line from Boston Legal, Chris.
I'd even approach the purple ones. Purple? There's no purple minions, are they? Are they invisible?
No, but they show up in Despicable Me too. I think those are some very roided up minions.
Oh, are those?
Oh, they're roided up.
I think I remember that one where there were those other ones that it was someone else made them, right? That his nemesis made
Yeah,
them.
yeah. And yeah, in that movie, there's also a pretty spectacular fight scene involving a chicken.
I think did I see Despicable Me too? I think I saw that because I did think Despicable Me was fun. I did think it was a fun movie. So I remember that somewhat, but again, it was a while ago because
I mean, it's a Despicable Me 1 is a great movie, and it's also endlessly quotable. I'm like, it's so fluffy.
it's so fluffy.
I love that was my favorite line. I love that line.
Yeah, I do use that one. I definitely use that one. It's it's funny. Like you'll see the like what was it? The Here's Looking at You Kid and we'll
Mhm.
always have Paris and all those old quotes. Nowadays it's so fluffy.
I hate to break it to you, but that is also an old quote by now.
It's a what? A what?
an old
No.
an old quote, which is true
Yeah.
No. How is that an old? It's so fluffy an old quote.
because
It's oldish. I mean, it's 16 years old at
yeah,
this point.
it's an old movie.
Oh, because it was 16. Oh, I
Because
thought you meant that it was like an old quote, like really old. But
well,
you're just saying that it was actually just 16 years ago, which seems like yesterday to me. And now I'm depressed.
Hee. I already got mine. Mine already rolled off my back, so I'm done. I'm good.
No.
I'm old. I know it. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Fine.
No, I'm fine. Like as I said before, I've considered myself old since I was very young. So I accepted aging a long time ago.
So you were telling people to get off your lawn when you were 5?
To get off my lawn, I wasn't saying things. Well, actually, I was saying things that were old, but I didn't have a lawn when I was when I was young. I didn't have a lawn, so I couldn't do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was more
Get
self-regulation.
off my make-believe lawn.
No, it was more self-regulation than like trying to affect anybody else.
Like trying to
So
self-regulate
what was
people of your lawn.
you seemed, I'm
Hmm?
sorry, Carl,
So
what'd you say?
I said, so you're trying to self-regulate people of your lawn? Okay.
no, I'd probably just move. If I have people on my lawn so often that I have to tell them to get off, and
Yeah.
I'm not the well, actually I'm not going to say that I am the kind of person that would do something nefarious to change that fact. I might just
No,
go.
you never.
No, you know me.
Never.
You know me.
Unfortunately,
I'm just going
I
to say
do
it.
in some ways.
Landmines
That's
are still legal
scary.
in Finland.
You're what?
I'm just going to say that landmines are legal in Finland.
Okay, well then I could
Well,
move. Then
but
I'd move to Finland. Do they have lawns in
Yeah,
Finland?
sure. Possibly somewhere under the snow, I guess. Yeah.
what if lawn means something else in a different language? Get off my, and then you're saying something like cow or
Grass. Get off my grass. Oh, if you say lawn, I don't know. I don't know if there must be other words in other languages that sound like lawn. That mean there must be.
What are you guys
Why did
smoking?
you seem confused about the thumbnail? I'm just want to ask that.
Say again.
You were asking about clarification about the thumbnail.
No, you mentioned something about the movies, and I thought you were referencing the thumbnail, and then but I think we got off on a different tangent, so that's why I was waiting for you to discuss and interpret the thumbnail for our audience.
Well, that was
Just
so
to
less
answer,
conversation.
just to answer Chris for a second, I think what we are making is conversation and potentially brain damage.
Da-da-da. We are trying to sap the intelligence out of everyone in the audience. Mayhem. We are making mayhem.
So, Lisa, what
Yeah.
did you want to tell us about the thumbnail?
Yes.
What I don't know. I thought you were asking about them.
I don't know. You brought it up.
Oh, so that was supposed to be. Oh yeah. Our topic today was supposed to be theater of the mind. Oh, I'm sorry. I love how patient you were with me. All right. Yeah, theater of the mind. We were going to discuss how building terrain is all fine and good and wonderful. I enjoy it very much. But how some games, like Call of Cthulhu, for instance, isn't very terrain specific. It doesn't give you a lot to work with as far as putting terrain on the table because there's not an awful lot of combat. So working with theater of the mind, how to make a game exciting using descriptive tools only. So
Okay.
intro.
I was focusing specifically on the thumbnail, but that's okay.
Oh, what did you want to know about the thumbnail?
No,
Oh,
no, your inspiration.
Oh, I see. Chris noticed something about the thumbnail. Yeah, did you notice that the two in the back row there having not paying so much mind to the movie as they are to each other?
That is not the most disturbing thing about the thumbnail, to be honest, but yeah.
That's one of the things.
One of the things,
By
absolutely.
the way, just FYI, so you guys know that I create these thumbnails by hand, and in every single thumbnail that I make, there is a tiny little Easter egg or something weird to catch, something little, some kind of little background story. So this one, you caught it. You saw the two guys in the background, but there's more to that story. If you look, there's another person sitting in that back row. What are they doing? They're
So
doing it. They're not doing it. Well, they're the tentacles are just touching.
Just the tips.
Used here.
tentacles are tentacling each other.
Tentacles are tentacles. Yes, yes.
What do we have?
Tentacles is paying attention to the movie, and the other tentacles are
No.
doing otherwise.
Yeah, Tentacles is the one watching the movie, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Tentacles is the one watching the movie. He's
Tentacles is
enjoying it. He's got his popcorn. He's there.
Yeah. But Tentacles knows what's going on. Tentacles is no fool. Tentacles goes to that theater for a reason, but enjoys the movies.
So, I mean, well, it depends on what kind of theater, what kind of movie theater this is. I mean, is it 3D theater? Ooh, that would be an interesting 3D theater, wouldn't it?
It's a theater where nobody bothers you.
Okay.
So Tentacles is watching the movie, but just likes being in the theater in a place where people don't bother him, and he knows that they just have other things might happen. As long as no one's bothering Tentacles doesn't bother anybody else.
Well, I know that we had this discussion before about this particular thumbnail, and I think Carl needs to go ahead and say what he said before.
Which part? The part about
how many tentacles are showing?
Yeah, how many tentacles are showing, and are the tentacles connected to the same entity?
Yeah, that was an interesting point. No, are all the tentacles related to the same entity? That's an interesting one.
That would be, yeah. Well,
it's like having a false Hydra in the theater. It's all connected to or an ooze. They're all connected to the same creature, but doing different things.
Right. Okay.
Oh no, Chris.
Oh no,
Chris,
good one. That's a good one. It came up it was in my mind before, but I left it away. But that's a good one.
We know it was in your mind.
You know
we know you.
Yeah, you absolutely know it was in my mind.
Okay, I think it's obvious by this point that our theater of the mind is rather dark, smells funny, and the floors are rather sticky. But
I'm
how
glad you
about we get
included
back
that
on
part.
subject?
Yeah, okay.
Cross actually spoke to the topic. I only use theater of the mind for abstracts, traveling, short NPC encounters, shopping at the outfitter, etc. However, for combat or similar, I much prefer terrain, line of sight, etc. Required terrain. IMO. Understood. Yes. I'm with you there.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, to a point, because I think that shopping has no part in a good game. If I'm going to spend a session shopping, I'm going to be like, why are we doing this? Why are we looking at this? I do that at work.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's actually a good theater of the mind topic is shopping, because you can't really put that onto a map. I mean, you could, but what's the point of building all that terrain just to say you're going in and looking at things to buy?
Unless
yeah, I mean, like I wouldn't even put it in the game. It's like, here's your stuff. You can do it in your downtime between sessions. Bye.
Unless the point is for them to find something in the store or meet that particular shopkeeper and have some kind of adventure, some kind of fight or something in the store, then it's no longer shopping.
Encounter, yeah, if it's an encounter, sure.
If it's an encounter and it's to fight in the store, then you'd have a map or terrain, and you wouldn't need as much theater of the mind.
Right.
So. 30 minutes in, and it's already time to break out the cards. Chris, I think you should get them as a complimentary pack anytime you visit this channel. Maya's
Maya's
visiting
here.
us.
Hey,
Maya.
Maya, how
Maya,
you doing?
hi there.
Nice to see you.
Hey, had really great shopping sessions. Well, not the entire session, but scene. It was great. Yeah, I mean, you can have shopping scenes. It's just they have to contribute something to the story apart from, yep, I'm looking at the list and I'm counting my gold pieces and I'm handing my gold pieces over and I'm going to the next shop and doing the same thing. Kind of thing.
Well,
Chris says he tactically shops with a battle map. I attack the fabric.
well, maybe it needs it. Maybe it needs attacking.
Okay, so Maya is
Maybe it
saying
does.
they didn't even really need to go shopping, but it ended up being a really fun scene in the end. Yeah, but like I said, it's like if you make an encounter of it, if it's you get some role playing in or something is happening, then yeah, absolutely. It's just the sit down and look at lists, which I find is a waste of playtime.
Like the shopkeep, like you can buy the wooden horse that turns into a horse or a phantom steed or something, but first you have to tame it. So it's there, but you have to do something, and there's a whole corral or something like that. That's what popped into my head. You have to do something, fight something within the store. Then I can see a map or a terrain for it. Absolutely, I can definitely see it.
That's actually a very interesting idea.
Yay!
I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that. It's really cool.
Very nice.
Okay, and campaign terrain says true. I have small terrain squares I can plop down, drop a few counters, and scatter on the go.
Hmm.
Sorry, good to go on the quick. Yeah, I mean, like again, if you need to, you don't need to build the whole shop or whatever.
Right, right. Agree.
On the other hand, it's like, yeah, I think building terrain for most encounters is is extremely wasteful, especially if you don't. If you don't need tactical movement on something, you don't need terrain.
True. Yeah. If you're not measuring distances
No,
and placements and
no,
things like that,
no,
I
no,
I wouldn't think you'd need terrain. Agree.
go. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Gygax, do it.
Don't you dare.
Gygax, do it.
Don't. Don't you do it.
Meow.
Get back up there. Get back up there. he's going
Okay,
to lose
so
it.
my take is that shopping doesn't need an encounter attached or fight something for it to be included in a session. Sometimes it just is, and that's fine too. I mean, like if it's like role playing and role playing time for the players talking between themselves or whatever. I mean, that's always fun.
Yeah, I think because we're talking about having terrain for the encounter. So I definitely understand what Maya is saying. If it's a role
Yes.
play encounter, absolutely have that as your piece of your session, because that is
Yes.
part of the game, the role play. But
Yes.
if there's nothing tactical about it, we're saying that we wouldn't make terrain for it, unless it's just, which is something else I'm doing. That's something else over there that I'm dealing with, but like as a set piece for the table, or as something for people to look at to keep themselves in that mindset. Like I made like a bakery or something like that, where it's just sitting there for people to sort of remember this is where they are and this is what things look like, whether or not you're fighting in the area. You just felt like making something, and it could be something that the group can see, but they're not really going to actually
No.
measure distances
No.
and things in there.
No.
What are we at?
No. Please.
Okay, while he does the cat wrangling, Chris has a question. Is there a
A cat wrangle.
substantive difference between skills for presenting Theater of the Mind games in person and skills for presenting Theater of the Mind games online? Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, God damn it. Come here. Come
Oh.
here. Come here. Just come here.
Most of my in-person games, I think I've only done a couple in-person games where I didn't have rain at some point. So most of my in-person games tend to be more terrain because it's part of the experience. But
Your spot. Come on.
seems similar to me. I mean, I think for me it would be just about the same if you're doing Theater of the Mind in person or online, except for the fact you can get more feedback when you're in person. It's harder to pick up on some of the signals if you're online.
Plus, if
My
you're doing this in
sincere
person, there are,
apologies for that, guys.
that's okay.
Yep, no problem. We were ignoring you anyway. Go on.
Awesome. Awesome.
In person, there are
Okay.
far fewer distractions. If you're looking, if you're playing online, I find that it's far easier to lose focus.
True.
So I think one of the skills that you need to develop when you're running theater of the mind games online is always to bring focus back to yourself.
A lot of checking in. I think keeping track online is a little bit little harder for me too.
Yes.
I'm going to throw in a little caveat because that's what I do. When does, I mean, terrain, sometimes don't we become a little bit too rely on our terrain to build the actual atmosphere of the scene? So in other words, you put this beautiful terrain on a table and you say, you're in this village. There you go. And there's the shop. And that's where you can find the magic lasso. Go. It just seems like it's missing something, doesn't it?
Yeah, and at the same time, it's also very. I find that a bit lazy and also very constraining because you're training players to say, not sorry, you're training players to only think in terms of what is on the table. Like if I go if we're playing a game and you get into town and you ask, hey, is there a shop that sells I don't know, green and purple ribbons or tentacle flavored candy? Yep, now there is. But if you say, okay, these are the shops that are there, they're right in front of you, I think that's the same mentality that was with the old red modules in Dungeons and Dragons, where you have a map, it's fixed, there's only whatever's in the map.
I guess if you really want to use the terrain and try to keep that open gameplay, you would have to. You'd have if you're setting up a bunch of shops, a couple have exactly what you want the players to find, which again can always be moved to a different shop. But if they ask for a shop that sells the tentacle flavored candy, as we all should ask for that shop, that should be a thing.
Yes. Tentacle flavored candy is important.
Then you can. Then at least you have that ability for, like, well, try this shop over here, and as long as you have a couple of extra, because if you're going to do a village or a shopping area, it can't be. There's always that possibility because you have to have more than what you want them to find. There has to be other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that, for example, what I like to do for online theater of the mind games mostly is, if I want to show a town, for example, I will put in a picture. I think Runehammer talked for a while about these campfire images, and it's just some basic things so that everyone at the table knows what we're talking about. It's like, hey, this is what the houses look like, and this is what the people are dressed like.
Right.
But
right.
so you don't have to go into extreme detail with the descriptions because, hey, okay, they can see that the houses look like that. They can imagine the rest of the street. But at the same time, it's not, it's not all up in the air.
Yep. A good point.
But also, it's not like the players can understand ways that, hey, this is what they look like roughly. This is not a map. This is not exactly what you're seeing in front of you.
That is one of the traps that or difficulties that one can fall into. And I did fall into that early on when I was using terrain and things and
Mhm.
maps
Yep.
for live games where the player would see something on that map because if I bought the map or something like that, or I just put something in there to make it look good, and they were limiting their own thoughts to what was physically there instead of
Yes.
just exploring and asking what's there. And so I realized that early on that I'd have to say specifically, this is just an idea of the size of the room and some of the things. What do you think? What do you want to do and what are you looking for? So we have the conversation instead of them just focusing on the terrain or the map.
Yeah, the virtual campfire.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, it's mostly apart from doing focus book, for example, I don't really see much of a difference between theater of the mind in person and online. You're just going to need the same set of skills. There are a few tricks which work in both situations. I remember, for example, on Mystic Arts, Dad was speaking of rendering the scene. So you only put basically describe the scene at large, and then you only put on some details here, here, and here where you want people to look, and then you elaborate when they want to look at the thing, which is a good way of doing that.
Right, right. That makes sense.
So let's
I
see.
kind of
Chris is
feel
also.
like I'm a trader by saying, don't rely strictly on terrain when that's what our channel is built to do, is talk about
Yeah,
crafting terrain.
Ah,
terrain is a tool. It doesn't mean you have to use it all the time.
absolutely.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, like
Agreed.
remember when I told you not to use a hammer to unclog your toilet?
She did anyway, didn't she?
And it worked
It
once.
worked. That particular toilet will never be clogged again.
It will never talk again.
Okay, so let's
Well,
see. Yes, go
yeah.
on, Lisa.
No, I was going to say that in Theater of the Mind games like Call of Cthulhu, what I notice is that I get more of a visceral reaction from my players when I describe things than the immediate, because when you put terrain on the table, you get the oohs and the ahs, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's really cool. That's look, that does that." And then they're in the game, but there's I don't think there is quite as much immersion, I guess. I'm not sure if I mean immersion, but there doesn't seem to be as much
Suspension of disbelief, maybe, or just
yeah, there you go. That description, that really good description offers.
campaign trainer saying, in fact, that he prefers not to use terrain for things like horror, where the creeping dread gets a little less scary once it can be seen.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, I mean, like, if you have terrain on the table, you're stopping the players from using their imagination to the fullest because they can see the thing right there. So yeah, I think a good description can probably make them come up with more interesting things than they can see on the table.
And
Yeah.
of course you can always have certain things down. Again, just for the atmosphere, just for the general environment. And as they ask questions or as things the intensity increases on the scene, you can add small things to if you're using the train, you can add small things to the train or change the lighting or something like that that's
Mhm.
in the room or on the train if you're using
Okay.
it.
Now, going back to what Chris was saying, I have never bought into the idea that the need to share understanding of range and line of sight is the only reasonable justification for terrain, which is fair. Otherwise, you could just use a blueprint or something and be done with it.
Mhm.
I love I love making terrain for mystery scenarios.
I mean, I guess part of it is terrain. Terrain is not necessary. We all know that terrain is not necessary for a game. We just like it. We just like making it. We like touching it, putting it together. I like crafting, and it can support, as long as it's used properly and judiciously, and we're not relying on it. As long as you're not relying on the
Yeah.
terrain to run the game, then I think you're in the clear.
Mhm.
I think that is the most important comment right there is don't rely on the terrain to be the full-on descriptor of what's going on because there's so much going on. That's just the visual descriptor.
And
That's
even
your
it's also a partial descriptor. Besides, I don't think we have large enough tables to map out an entire town worth of terrain. Yeah. Now, another thing that Chris mentioned here, for example, making terrain for mystery scenarios, which is I can see that working like a virtual campfire. So again, the same doing the same job as the pictures or the backgrounds that I was talking about when running an online game. But also, I guess you could make it a bit interactive. Like I know David, for example, likes to make these interactive puzzles in the terrain,
Mm-hmm.
which could be fun. But again, I'm like electronics, so that would probably be a fire hazard in my case.
It is a lot. I do. Yeah,
you get to use it once.
I do. I do enjoy his. He comes up with some wonderful puzzles and such.
Yes, he does.
So
Yes, he
my
does.
goodness, I don't know if I'd be able to. I at this point, and it would be a lot of work to try to duplicate that or use that. And again, I don't do enough live games to warrant it.
Still, I mean, speaking of David, once he shared with me that the one of the ways he educated himself to designing these puzzles is by reading through the design guidelines for Monkey Island. It's an old
Or what?
The Secret of Monkey Island. It's a 1991 LucasArts video game.
I've heard of it.
Oh,
I
It,
definitely heard of it.
it's a classic. I mean, like if you get the chance to play it, do so because it was a hilarious game.
The Treasure of
wow.
Monkey Island, right?
The Secret of Monkey Island.
Secret of
Treasure of
Monkey
Monkey Island.
I have heard of it.
Oh, Secret of Monkey Island. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Secret
The other thing.
But I think that, yeah.
No, go on,
Yes,
Lisa, go
yes.
on.
No. Please continue.
Okay.
You're
Now,
on a roll.
aside from terrain, what do you think of props for Theater of the Mind?
For Theater of the Mind?
Mm-hmm.
So I think what oh, oops. I think what Carl's alluding to is kind of the stuff that you use at your personal game table, Kim, like where you bring, drinks and stuff like that, and just, maybe pieces of paper that have the mysterious note and hand it around, that kind of thing. Is that what you're talking about?
Stuff like handouts, stuff like I don't know, maybe crafting a wand or something. Okay, you found the wand. Here you go.
Right.
I don't know. For some reason, personally, it's not as I've never had to think of it that way. The distinction between props and terrain. I see the difference, but there's also a difference in props. Like the written notes and things like that. I think that is pretty almost obligatory. Not really, but almost, just because you don't want to you don't want to have to read it over and over, or especially because, again, a lot of my
That's a
games,
good point.
it's not a lot of my games are not campaigns anymore. So they might hear it once or twice, and in a campaign, I'd expect them to write it down. But if it's a online one shot or a convention or something like that, I definitely make sure that there's a handout, so that they can refer to it. And even in a campaign, I like props. I mean, I like props.
You dress up for a stream, so
I,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
So I'm on the side of props because I like them. They're fun. I like making them. I like giving them out. I like taking them away. um, but I definitely see that there is a difference between like a written note and the wand. I think the wand is fun and the note is more essential, depending.
Fair enough. So campaign is saying I don't use props; they take up too much room at the table, which
Okay.
is another consideration. That's fair enough.
Very true. And it is just one more
I think it
thing.
depends on the props too.
Mhm.
I like props, but I think I'm kind of on that same page. It gets too cluttery with props sometimes if you use too many. But even with props, I think you need to really set the tone. Okay, you've got this awesome prop, but you need to still use theater of the mind to build the scene. You receive you're traveling down a dark and dank alley. It's cold. You can see your breath in the mist as you walk down and hear the rats scurrying in the corners, but you can't see them. It's too dark. It's too shadowy. And then suddenly, out of the blue, a random hand emerges from the shadows holding this piece of paper that has this important clue. That was
I've
so
got dark
much
vision.
more better than just a piece of paper and handing a piece of paper to somebody.
I've got dark vision.
I've got dark. Okay, so 120 feet away from you. So you don't
Okay.
see it.
Joking aside, I mean, like, yeah, it's the same as we were discussing earlier. It's icing on top of the description cake. It's not a replacement for it.
The description cake.
The description cake. What flavor is the description cake?
Tentacle.
Tentacle.
Tentacle flavored.
Lisa, did you have to ask, really?
Tentacles. I'm so happy to know that.
No, I don't know if Tentacles would be happy to know that.
Actually, I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah, tentacles will probably be like, yo, why do you people know what tentacles taste like?
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I do. Squid.
Yeah.
Has tentacles and I eat them all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. But
They're
Tentacles
delicious.
Tentacles doesn't have to know that.
Too late.
Too late.
Maya is going, I joined this. Why? This is weird. These people are so weird.
We're okay.
Okay. We don't buy much.
We have to.
I just realized how funny it is. I, as a LARPer and a cosplayer who has built hundreds of props, don't use them at the RPG table. I don't think that's weird because those are very different spaces. And I mean, like
That's
when you're LARPing, I don't think you're carrying rule books with you. So it's like,
yeah, it's almost expected. That's kind of like the rule. If you're LARPing, they're expecting props. Did you really? Oh God.
So, I was going to say that I think that to go slightly off topic into LARPing, I have never LARPed. And I think that might be I think it'd be fun. But it's a lot. Did you see Ginny D's video on her first LARP?
Yeah. Yeah.
the one with the rain and the stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I still think it'd be fun, and she says that it was still fun, and it was. But I think I'd be a lot like her. I would be the person trying to just sit back and watch everything, and not include myself in most things, at least for the first time. I mean, yeah, I probably would. I would not be like all in on being involved. I'd like to just like watch and learn, and then hopefully the next year I'd be into it.
It'd be tough to not be overwhelmed by it, wouldn't it? Just what all that's going around you, and holy mackerel! Look what that guy did with his costume, and wow.
For me, it's the whole people thing. Even though they're nerds, people.
Fellow nerds.
They're still they're fellow nerds. They're still people.
In my case,
If
they're
they were
probably fellow
tentacles,
nerds
you'd
with
be right
better
at home.
color coordination.
The
Sorry,
the
Lisa?
what?
Say again, Lisa?
If they were tentacles, you'd be right at home.
If they were tentacles, you'd be right at home.
You'd be right at home. You'd be like,
Eh,
yeah, I can do this. It's fine.
But Carl, you said something about color coordination?
yeah, so I said in my case, they're fellow people. In my case, they're probably fellow people with better color coordination.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, me
joking
too.
apart, I mean, I've seen stuff like, for example, there are some Warhammer LARPs, for example. I mean, like those guys go in there with reenactment quality armor. It's like proper steel engine.
Wow.
Uh,
Yeah.
and I mean, a friend of mine recently did Witcher LARP here, which I mean, I wouldn't even go near it with a barge pole, mostly because it's mostly young people. But I mean, the costumes and the stuff were chef's kiss.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, they put so much into it, which is amazing. And yeah, and just like Cross was saying, the cosplay too. I mean, I dress up, but I don't really cosplay. Like I don't.
Look, I cosplay as an adult every day. It's not that difficult.
Again? No, come on. You're killing me. Dude. Sorry, guys. Today's cat sitting day, apparently,
Oh,
because
What's he up to?
so in my garage, we have a kind of a loft area where we store stuff. And my cabinets go pretty high, so he likes to jump on top of the cabinets and then go up into the loft. But then when he comes back down, the only way for him to get back down is my crafting table.
and
So-
he's decided to go up and down like 5 times. Like,
Yes, that's exactly right.
Have you considered crafting him a little elevator?
ooh, or a little ramp.
Well, usually it's not as much of an issue because I don't have as much crap on my table as I do this time. Today I'm being particularly,
Being particularly
But-
Yeah,
crafty.
let's call it that. Let's
Yeah,
call it that.
I'm gonna call it
let's
that.
call it that. I'm going to move this Gygax. There you go. Come on, let's go. Up to it.
Do tentacle flavored snacks taste like calamari? I would hope so. Because I'm not
A
sure.
little butter garlic.
I'm not sure.
All right, get down.
I'm not sure what other flavors they would be.
Well,
Yeah, the ramp.
butter and garlic.
Well, butter and garlic tentacles. They'd still be tentacle though. It'd still be hopefully. So that's what I'm saying. Hopefully, it tastes like calamari, and it's not like people flavored or something like that. Not that I know what that tastes like.
Are you sure about that, Kim?
Apparently, people taste out like pork.
That's what I've heard.
That's what I've heard.
I mean,
I've
I
heard
read
they
it in a
taste like-
book.
Yeah, and we
You
are
read it in the book?
not asking for anyone to confirm that for us. So
No, actually, I've got the book. It was written in Moscow.
ooh, yeah, because
Is it a recipe book?
how to serve man.
Yeah.
Oh, those are some.
Eat thy neighbor. Oh my
Eat thy
God.
Wow,
Yeah, it's a good book.
that looks like a good book.
Use
That-
it every Christmas for dinner
C-
recipes, right?
Because it is interesting. Because when you think about cannibalism, it's not only like serial killers. It's cannibalism is a whole other thing that people have done throughout history for different reasons.
Yep.
So yeah, it is interesting. Not that I know too much about.
So why is it the whole Viking eating the heart is now, because that was a whole thing for a while. Yes, Vikings ate the hearts of those that they found
They don't.
worthy.
Cross. That's good. Can really
That's a
sink
book
your
that can
teeth
really
into-
sink our teeth.
That's a good one,
Yeah.
Cross.
Well done.
What was it about Vikings, Lisa?
So there was this thing for a while that Vikings ate the hearts of their great leaders that died.
I mean, that's. I don't remember if Vikings did it. I don't think Vikings did it, to be honest.
I know, and because that was disproven.
Oh,
But I'm just like, where does stuff like that come from?
But I mean, there are examples of, for example, I want to say Pacific Islands, like where you have like funerary cannibalism.
mm-hmm. Yep.
It's like part. It's part of the funerary ritual. It's like it's not. But yeah, I don't think the Vikings ever did it, to be honest.
Yeah, that I had never heard that. I mean, I wouldn't put it past most ancient peoples to have some of that in there because of the whole idea of transference, where
Yeah,
if you eat this, it becomes part of you and it affects you. So so many peoples had that idea that I wouldn't put it past them, but I'd never heard that one before.
that would make an interesting game table prop, wouldn't it?
Say again, is
We,
it?
mm,
Silence.
I
People be
was just
Uh,
gonna
what?
I was just
I,
gonna
I was looking some. Sorry, I was just looking through something and I didn't get what Lisa said.
oh, say that again, Lisa.
I said, wouldn't serving something at the table like that? So if you're in a game and your people are at a funeral where they say that they're consuming the body of the dead or something, and then you're like, okay, so here you go, people. Here's some snacks. Have some of this for as a prop for the
Yeah,
game.
it which looks sort of like these. They look sort of like this.
Yeah, enjoy. It looked like
I
Rice Krispie treats.
my response, my pause in response was depends on where you're sourcing that prop.
Right. Yep.
Where are you sourcing your materials? I think Chris, but someone had asked earlier what we're crafting right now.
Okay. So I have started. I kid you not. This is the 6th time I have restarted this project because that's what I do.
Hmm?
I am a I am a non-starter on crafting.
Right. You're
This
actually
is
a multi-starter. Yeah.
A
I'm a
multi-starter.
multi-starter.
That's a good one, multi-starter.
On the instructions not included challenge.
Yeah, yep. And
Yeah, that's for the first Sunday of July. Of June,
Of
sorry, not
July.
July.
of
June.
June.
June. June.
Of July. Of June?
Yeah.
June. Yeah.
Oh, I was getting all excited because you were saying July. I'm like, yay, I can start. I have all kinds of time. I can start it over and over and over again.
Oh, I could start it 4 more times. Yay.
God, this is great.
Which means you would end up starting it 8 more times. So,
Right?
I'm
Probably.
only saying that because that's me, as we know.
You can do it. We believe in you.
You're
Yeah.
not do you restart a lot too?
Oh my gosh, if you saw, especially this is my no instructions build. And I have, as you can see, I have ripped things off of this. I've repainted things. I've glued things on and taken them off. I've screwed things on, glued things on, then taken them off, then screwed things on, re-screwed things on, trying to figure out what I was actually doing. And I'm still,
But really interesting texture on the surface.
oh, thank you. Well, of this or this?
Both.
Because this I had glued, I'd used hot glue and then glued just huge pieces. Do I have larger pieces? Not, and then when I say huge pieces, I'm talking pieces bigger than that, like pieces to
Mhm.
try to cover the whole side. And I didn't like how it turned out, so I had to rip all of that off. And then I wanted to make sure that there was some color underneath just in case. So then I painted it just to have color underneath. And now I'm putting individual bricks on. So, and throwing glue all over the place.
So just to let everyone know, I am using a lovely door that I purchased at Mythicon from Yellowhammer.
Nice.
Lovely. Excellent. Good.
Ooh, an openable door.
Yes.
Oh, it opens?
Of
Oh,
course, there's
cool.
nothing to go. Yeah, there's nothing to go into. I'm not going to build an interior. So, oh well.
That's fine.
But I like the door. I think it works best. I think it works really well for this. So, yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and just as a reminder, remember to put anything that you want to show in the showcase.
Yes. Thank you. Good reminder.
'Cause I
Good reminder. And since we're talking about sensible things now, I'm also going to bring up.
sensible
Ooh.
thing, sensible. Oh, well, I didn't mean that. I just meant sensible things. But this isn't sensible things. This is games.
Okay, games. So
Yay.
Chris will be running Operation War Part 2 on Tales from the Backlog. That's Shadows of Arconia on Monday 18th.
Monday.
So that's,
Woo.
Yeah.
Excellent.
yeah, that's next Monday. Yeah, great.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Dude.
Yeah. We've played with this one. It's brutal.
Yeah, yeah,
It is.
yeah.
It's a bitchin'.
We did things that I shouldn't have done.
Uh, and that's Kim. That's how
Yeah,
Kim rolls,
yeah. Sometimes,
which is awesome.
sometimes. Because most of my characters, especially when playing sci-fi kinds of characters, I want them to be sort of ruthless, but for some reason they end up not being. So I was trying very hard to make this character be. I think she was better, more ruthless than my average character.
Just a
Why are
little
things
bit.
not full of Ruth?
Just a little bit. No, no Ruth, unruthed.
Why are things not Ruth? I'm so full of Ruth.
Well, because that is a term, right?
I know, but you never hear it.
Yeah,
When
because
do you hear anyone say it?
people don't want to be ruthful.
It's actually a weird thing because I was talking to someone last month or something, and I call them hinged. And yeah, you hear about people being unhinged, but you never hear about people being hinged. You know?
That's good. That's good. That was a good one. Confuse somebody. Wait, what? Wait.
So it's funny that flammable and inflammable mean the same thing.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And unflammable does not mean anything apparently.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, which is silly.
Lisa would be surprised how many
Word.
pieces Cross has utterly destroyed, disassembled, or flat out thrown away. Yeah, I
I
understand.
tend
I
to get much.
probably
I tend
would.
to reuse pieces if I can, even if I have
I
bad
would
ones.
look at that
Yeah.
list and go, ah, that is a beautiful list.
She'd look at that list and go, how adorable.
It's adorable.
It's adorable.
What a great list.
But I agree with Carl. Yeah, there's very little of a build that I'm working on that I've thrown away before finishing it. Yeah, I have thrown away a couple recently, trying to clean things out, things that were just old or I wasn't satisfied with, or I knew I could make better if I was going to make them again. But yeah, I do try to salvage whatever I can, and I'm sure you do, Cross, too. I know you weren't talking about just throwing things away to throw them away. Ooh. Yeah, we're excited for that, Chris, for that game.
Very, very,
So
very.
going back to theater of the mind.
Yes.
In your experience, is there anything that's been, and this goes out to everyone in the chat as well, is there any aspect of running the game in Theater of the Mind that you find it very difficult compared to using miniatures or a map or something?
Good question.
So what's a good answer, Lisa?
Combat is very hard to do in Theater of the Mind because the whole near far, especially in D&D, range stuff, cone versus square versus,
Yeah,
area
that's
effect.
definitely
That's pretty
designed
fun.
for a definitely designed for a map system.
Yes, absolutely. Any kind of wargaming situation would require map or terrain or something, I think.
Yeah, that's an interesting point about the specific game. That makes a difference as to how
Mhm.
how well theater of the mind accompanies it.
would work. Yes, but I think at the beginning I mentioned Call of Cthulhu as an example of a game that doesn't work as well with terrain. It's because it's not combat heavy. It's more psychological and requires a lot of. It actually requires, no matter how much terrain you have, it requires a lot of description.
Hmm.
Very true. But for me, the as again, I would still want, if I was doing an in-person game, I'd still want to have something to designate like the rooms or something like similar to online, because like when you're doing the online games, generally we'll have something on screen. Generally, it all depends because you can the theater of the mind, even if you don't have a map, still some kind of background of a city or a house or a forest or something just to get that feeling. That's where you are. So a
Yes.
lot of times there'll be something on the screen. So
Yeah.
No, to be honest, it's also the kind of combat was also going to make a big difference because, okay, cut D&D out of the equation for a moment because that's always going to be complicated.
Yeah. Okay.
Except at lower levels. At lower levels it should be fine, but at higher levels it's kind of complicated. Basically, if you've got stuff like massive numbers of creatures or whatever, that's possibly less of a problem because you can always narrow it down. Look, if if it's you against 300 goblins, only about 9 goblins can get to you, so you're fine. It's easy to keep track of.
mhm.
Ah, if you get like, for example, the adventurers are fighting a bunch of wolves in a cave. It's fine. It's like everyone is in range of each other.
Mhm, mhm.
There's no long and far range. Everyone is whatever. No problem to
Right.
keep track of in Theater of the Mind. The hardest kind of combat to get to handle probably would be like having anything with a large amount of interactive terrain. For example, it's like again because that's when terrain really works out. If you've got, for example, like bridges or yeah, I want to knock out this tree to cross this river or whatever. That's when terrain would really help.
Sure, I can see
That's where that bridge that Cross made that collapses would come in really beautifully.
Hmm.
that.
So Craft of the Yeti is saying, I play out of skirmish games. Theater of the Mind is not super easy to get in those types of games. Yeah, but I mean, I play out of tabletop war games as well, and it's like two different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and Chris is saying, creating spatial awareness for your players is an important part of developing your theater of the mind skills as GM. You need to give your players descriptions that are clear, concise, and meaningful. For sure, yeah.
Yes.
The thing
So,
for me, sorry, go on.
sorry, just finishing Chris's comment, so that they can create a shared and actionable vision of the encounter space, which they would otherwise derive from a quick glance at a map. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think maybe for me, I would still need, and actually, um, I'll put that out there, especially if there is battle going on, something like that, and we're doing theater of the mind, and I'm giving the descriptions. I still need a map if it's like a battle. I've done it, and it was fun, and but a lot of it was because the people who I was doing it for were willing to go with the flow because I couldn't remember exactly where everybody was. Um, so they would say I'm here or here, and I'd take them at their word that that was the last thing they did because I really couldn't keep track. I had like 8 people at the time, and I couldn't keep track of everybody. So, um, and it was a fun game, but it was impromptu, and I didn't have a map or anything, and I didn't have a book. I didn't have a map. I all we had were dice because they had their phones. I had my dice because I always have, but they had their dice roller, their phones. Um, so it was basically like a work trip, and we were bored, and I was like, well, we could do this, and they're like, okay, so we did that, and the so I'd say it was difficult for me because I did have the map in my mind because I was replaying a game that I played before, so I knew where everything should be. But with the number of people, I had to increase the number of monsters and the strength of the monsters and try to keep track of all that. So I do think, for me at least, I even if we're doing theater of the mind, I would. It's easier for me if I have a physical map that I can refer to, which I think most
One
people would.
one thing I do to work without a map in that situation is basically keep track of clusters of people on a small piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like these people are near each other and near these monsters. These people are near each other and near these monsters. However, unless you unless your map covers a massive area, I don't think that's really even necessary because if you look at any fights, any good fight scene in a movie, they're just going to be running all over the place and throwing each other over tables and stuff. So and everyone is constantly moving. So, for example, if you're playing D&D and you ignore the attack opportunity, which I think is a terrible rule,
Mm.
you don't even need to worry about because yeah, you're there. Can I go over there and attack that person? Yeah, go ahead, knock
Mm-hmm,
yourself out.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It starts to break down if you have like very large areas.
Yeah, it was an outdoor scene, but I mean it wasn't like a whole forest. So it was just one specific area on the road going through the forest. So yeah, as I said, it was fun, and again, and all these different ways of doing it that you come across really helps build skill for doing it in other ways. I was able to do it. I knew I prefer to have a map, but I was like, hey, if I have to do this again, I'm okay. you know. Anybody in the
Well,
chat?
how do I cut that in half um, and find the actual half?
Say
I
again?
kind of eyeballed it, but that sucks. That didn't work.
Wait, what do you want
Hmm.
to do?
I want to cut this literally in half, but I want to have equal halves.
Okay, so let's see. If you put it on your cutting mat, can you line it up to?
That's kind of what I did, and it's
No, no,
really
no, no.
poorly done.
You've line up. Let's see. How wide is that from? How many boxes is that across?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 4 inches across.
4 inches across, so you can find 2 and 2.
I wish I had a fabric measure, like a fabric tape measure.
I've got chat. I've got chat. So Craft of the 80, 100% there are different ends of the spectrum. I don't mind theater of the mind and D&D, etc. though. Yeah, absolutely. Pinning adversaries to nodes using theater of the mind is a useful technique for combat encounters. Essentially, it does the job of a map if you were describing that map to someone who cannot see it. That's what you were saying, Carl, I think, right?
It's slightly
Sort of.
different because what Chris is saying is, let's say that your map has 3 features. There's a tree over there, there's a well over there, and there's a road over there.
Okay.
This group are by the well, this group are
Tree.
by the road, and the other group is by the tree. It's and then if, for example, this guy can move from this node to this node.
Hmm.
It's slightly different from the way I do it because
6.5.
it works pretty much the same way, but I prefer to keep track of the people in relation to each other rather than the people in relation to landmarks.
Okay. Interesting. Let's see. And then oh, cool. Cross is dropping some pics in the showcase. Wonderful. Cool.
And yes, you did miss a large amount of incredibly intelligent conversation.
Yes. Yes. You should
I,
be very disappointed.
yeah, I think that was our intelligence quota for 2026.
yeah. That's all, folks. Nice seeing you.
Okay, I think I figured it out. Now I just need to figure out this way.
Mm.
Okay, now conversely, if you are using terrain, what is the one piece of terrain that you could not do without? It's like the fundamental piece of terrain, the one that you reuse and reuse and reuse.
The thing
If
else,
there's,
sorry.
if there is one.
The thing I wanted to say was like ruins, but the thing that I do end up using the most, and again, right now I'm really just doing videos with my terrain because are trees. I've reused my trees more than anything
Mhm.
else. Um, oh, and I do
That's
have,
true.
yeah, I do use a lot of trees, and I do have, um, I don't even know what the measurements are. Those sheets
Oh,
of foam from the dollar store that I don't that you can't find really anymore.
foam core.
For the foam core, you
Really?
can't really
Yeah.
find it anymore. But
Really?
I don't see them that often, not at the dollar store. I see a lot of
Huh.
cardboard. I don't really see much foam, although I'm not looking for it anymore. But I made a bunch of sheets, so I have a forest floor one, a water one, a snow one. So I've got
Okay. Yeah.
those that I reuse, and trees are what I tend to reuse the most. Or Lisa.
Okay, so Campaigner is saying that his absolute go-to terrain is modular movable walls. Yeah, that's a good choice. Yeah, I'm going to say it's either the walls and fences, possibly.
Mm,
Because I mean, you can use them just to mark out a country part. You can use them to mark out a dungeon corridor. You can use them to mark out pretty much a room if you wanted to.
that's good.
So yeah.
Lisa.
Hmm. Mine that I use over and over again would have to be, I agree with the trees. I use that over and over again. But I also think that one of the things that I use are walls. I just have just a series of walls to just build up a room and then um, throw it back down again to make a different room later.
Mhm. So yeah, like, walls are absolutely super versatile. Now with trees, I mean trees again. If you got an outside scene, probably you're going to have trees. So they're also super useful. Did you make your skin, or did you buy some, or how do you come by your trees?
I think I've made all of my trees.
Really?
Nice.
The only ones that,
Hats off to you. Yeah.
yeah, but
Thank you.
because I think I made trees early on, and that's early on in my crafting. I started making trees, so there's so many different types of trees that I've had. But I have used um, plastic plants to make some of them.
Guilty.
To make some of them,
Hmm.
Guilty.
Okay.
but usually I wouldn't. Usually I pulled them apart and turned them into something else instead of using it the way it's come most of the time. Sometimes I have. Um, the thing I think, well, not the thing that I'm most proud of, but one of the things I'm most proud of is my underwater terrain
Okay. Yeah.
because I made a lot of
Oh,
underwater plants and things
wow.
for that.
Nice.
Um, and I did use some plastic plants, but did I'd say transform them a good bit. So I think that came out. That one came.
Okay. So Chris is saying the most used piece of physical terrain is a good one of hovel, or a hag hut. It's the
Mm,
standard. Sorry, it's standing for any remote single-family dwelling. That and rocks. You can't have enough big rocks to fight on or over.
can't have enough big rocks. There's always rocks on, over, and behind.
And under is very unlucky.
Anywhere a mouse can go, as they say. That's really how I remembered what a preposition was. That really that was really helpful when I learned that one.
Anywhere a mouse can go.
Yeah.
That's actually cute.
Yeah, preposition is basically anywhere a mouse can go. Go in? Yes. Can under? Yes. Can they through? Yes. Go by?
Okay, I buy almost all my trees from Monster Fight Club. They are pricey, but they are worth it. And they are versatile, convenient, durable, and good looking on the table. They also travel really well.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's good to know. I was looking at miniature trees last week. It's like saw some from Nook, which looked really nice. Unfortunately, they were like literally cocaine prices.
Mm.
Uh, and I saw another set from K&M Miniatures, which the prices are much better, and they're basically again, if anyone remembers the Games Workshop White Dwarf from the 90s and 2000s, early 2000s, it's the trees that they used to use in the studio back then. Same
Yeah.
manufacturer. So that does have a kind of nostalgia feel, and I was thinking of getting some of those because basically, yeah, my experiments to make a good-looking tree canopy easily have not borne fruit yet.
Easily is a big it's a big word. How dare
I
how
mean, easily, and you do want some durability because otherwise, yeah, I am not doing that 3 times a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Chris was saying, the having them travel and actually be able to withstand the usage is big, definitely.
Yeah. Speaking of cocaine prices, I just happened to have a look at a store yesterday. I'm sorry, again last Thursday. Had a look at some Games Workshop Elves, a box set, and that was like €60 for 50 miniatures. It's like
60?
Wow.
60, yeah, for 15 miniatures, plastic miniatures. It's like,
Wow.
I mean, like, guys, if you cast them out of crystal met, they would probably be cheaper.
Yeah. Right.
But I love
Jeez
that
Louise.
I love the introductory phrase. Speaking of cocaine prices.
Well, they do call it plastic crack.
Yeah, that's to say. It's like, there is an addiction element there, definitely. Can you believe cocaine prices these days?
I know, right? Just outrageous.
Outrageous. Oh,
And the cost of gas to go pick it
to go
up.
pick it up. Yeah. Oh,
Insane.
I'm gonna have to walk to get to get my cocaine. I'm gonna have to give up driving to go get my cocaine.
Oh, bad people.
Yep.
Yes. Cannibalism, drug use.
Yeah. What
Oh,
else?
we haven't
What
hit
else?
all of them yet. We got so
And
many more.
and your thumbnail.
And
And
my
your thumbnail.
thumbnail. There we go. And my thumbnail. All right. So as far as theater of mind is concerned,
I think again our theater of the mind has been shut down by the sanitation department.
well, okay.
Well deserved.
Yeah. Yeah, it has.
Yeah, that
I
has.
have to, that is not, that's true. But where I was going was, is theater of the mind strictly okay, is it strictly a GM thing? How do players, I mean, because when you're role playing, you want to get all into your character and describing what they do.
Hmm.
I would love that when my players do that. I absolutely love when my players really get into the descriptives of what their character looks like when they're in an action, rather than just I hit. You know, I drive my sword through their kidney. Give me a description. I love that. Theater of the mind does not have to go one way.
think it's apart from descriptions, which are descriptions always nice, but I particularly like it when players interact with the world. I mean, like making up reasonable details and so on, or asking if something is there so that they can include it in their descriptions, for example. I remember, for example, last game we ran, Chris had picked up a powder horn from a body and just used it to make an improvised explosive device.
Mm,
Yes.
mhm.
Yes.
That's the kind of like imagination and interaction with the world that I like.
Excellent.
So yeah, I mean, like again, that's a problem with everything. It's like you can put down a terrain on a table and the players still might not engage with it. Like there always has to be player engagement. It's not something that you can work without.
That's true. Yeah, what's the
I
use?
mean, you're not going to have. I know you're going to have just players who are going to be very super descriptive because, that's not everybody's wheelhouse.
Hmm.
But when they do, I just love it. I love it. I love it when they do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And yeah, at the same time, you can also have players who are super descriptive with miniatures on the table. So I mean,
Mm.
I
Absolutely.
think it works both ways.
Yep.
The thing that really satisfies me is when you put something out in front of the players, either a scenario or an event that happens, and they just start talking. They're going back and forth trying to figure out, asking questions about what's going on to each other. But what if we did this? Well, this. So they're trying to figure it out, and I'm just sitting there watching. I love that. I just love that because that means that they're engaged. That means they've bought into the scenario.
Yes.
They care.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy that.
Yes. 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 Yes.
99% of the time, I really like that. And look, if the players are willing to talk between each other for 45 minutes, who am I to interfere? I mean, like, they're happy,
Hmm. Hmm.
go ahead. Yes, they're engaged in the scenario. Good.
And something is creeping up down the corridor while they're doing this.
Yeah, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Depends.
I mean, like,
Depends.
yeah. But on the other hand, I also like to. I think I did this to you guys last time. It's like, nope, you're in a fight. There's no time to strategize. Go, go,
Hmm.
go, go,
Hmm.
go, go,
Yes.
go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It all depends. Yeah, absolutely. It all depends on what is going on as to how much you let them do that. Definitely. Uh, the so yeah. So
Such.
I saw Cross come up. I didn't read it.
Oh, so let's bring it up again.
Most of my players, when playing with terrain, point and say, "I go over here," and however I may have one who ignores terrain and describes what his character is doing. I like both methods. Yep.
Hmm.
Yes. GM. You can also train or encourage your players to ask questions that guide your descriptions, making Theory of the Mind more of an interactive dialogue than an info dump straight from the GM. Absolutely.
I mean, it always needs to be a back and forth. It's but that's like creating the dialogue to a certain point is one of the foundations of running a good game. There is no kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh gosh, I remember. Like I think it was one of the first games I played with you all, and one of the players asked if something was there, and I was like, "Should be." In my brain, I'm like, "Should be." So yes, yes, and this is what it looks like, and this is what the character does, and this is what the NPC does, and all of this, and again,
Yeah.
that I was excited about it because I was like, "Oh, this is fun."
No, I really like the rule of cruel from the rule of cruel, not rule of cool from Tales from Elsewhere for this.
Repeater, yeah.
It's like, yeah. So the idea is that you don't go for the coolest, you go for the thing that will cause most mayhem. If a player asks, is there this thing? That will that increase the amount of mayhem in the game? Yes. Then yes, there is.
Funny you should
So
ask.
often though, oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, no, I was just gonna say, funny you should ask. Yes, there is.
So often though, players have a tendency to lean toward, if you're going to ask them to build the world, what is it you see when you walk into this room or that kind of thing? I mean, most GMs don't give that much freedom to the players as far as building the world. I like to give some, but the players have a tendency, I think, to make it so that to build it so that they will win.
I mean, there's always
And
there's always a reasonable limit, but
yeah,
and there's also a difference between saying there is and asking is there this thing.
yeah,
So I guess it depends on the way that you agree with your players to that.
right. Now I gotta figure out how to do
I mean,
that.
you're right about it because if you just give infinite leeway, then yeah, some players are just going to it just becomes a narrative game at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
There'll always be there are always some kind of tracks, even in a sandbox.
Hmm.
There are,
Yeah, yeah.
but it depends on how visible you make them.
There have to be some boundaries, I guess. But yeah, I forgot who it was that said it, but I think it's really true. Is that given the opportunity, players will optimize the fun out of any game,
Mm. Mm.
which is not because they're stupid or because they're trying to. It's just by trying to put themselves in a better position, they'll eventually break the game,
Right.
Yeah.
which is why boundaries are important.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed. Well, that's what I do. Okay. So
What do you do, Lisa?
I mark it here and then mark it halfway there. And then do the same on this side
Then you do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around.
and turn myself around.
That's what it's all about.
That's right.
Okay, while we're turning ourselves around, what about we look at the community showcase?
No way. Already? No
Yep.
way. You're kidding
Yeah,
me.
so
We're there already?
just about, yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah,
I didn't
time
get
flies
much
when you're
done.
That's
time,
fine.
time flies when you're inhaling crafting fumes.
Wow. That was really quick, guys. All
Well,
right.
let's
do it.
see what's in there.
I know there. Somebody put stuff.
Go there first.
Oh, it's pretty.
It's very pretty. Cool. So I am going to move everything to the showcase. And I'll go back to the 4-shot because I set this up today, the showcase today, and I didn't put anybody's audio in.
Ah, yep.
So
That's what do it.
it'll take me a little bit to do that. So what I'll do instead is, if I can do that. There we go. And I
Yay.
will just over it a bit. So it's sort of in the middle. How's that?
I mean, you can begin it a bit. And put it full screen. It's fine. I mean, as long as
Okay.
the audio's in the scene, it's going to stay there.
All right. So let's go to full screen.
I like the color on the chip.
Yeah. Well, I do like it too, but I just remember the purple was sort of stood out. But oh, look at the color of the wood. Oh, I'm just looking at
Isn't that
everything
great?
now. The railings and the ladders, all of it came out wonderfully.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
this round.
it really did.
Look at that.
Yeah. That's really coming along across. That looks beautiful. He was making the furniture on the last episode. In the captain's quarters.
I can't quite see what's going on with at the rear. There's like a small engine behind the third mast on the left-hand side.
I think that's going to be where the wheel will eventually go.
Oh, okay.
Are you talking about up here?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, that one.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's where the wheel's gonna go.
Just saying, not to be smug, there's also a cargo shot just above the ship shots. Yep.
Ooh. Oh, the wrong one.
Yeah.
Why is it not moving? Oh, it's just the whole screen. Okay.
Oh, so they're looking the part.
It's really looking great.
Look at that. It's huge.
It is huge.
Ross, that's huge. Look at that.
He was mentioning on the episode that it's about the size. He did it to scale from the ship's, Columbus's voyage, but they were actually small. They were small ships, and he's like,
Yeah.
if I had actually done a large size ship, I would be here forever. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I mean, these are small.
Yeah, but I mean, as a crafting piece, it's amazing. It's huge.
Oh, yeah.
It is amazing. It is amazing, and whether it's meant to be a small ship, that's impressive. Impressive. Okay, I'm going to
Wow.
set that on my blog.
Yeah, make sure to check out Campaign Terrain's channel. He streams on Sundays, and you can watch him
Yes.
building beautiful pieces like this.
Yes.
And again, if you haven't seen this, he has, I think, 5 different levels, at least 4, maybe 5, including, I'm sure, like the helm and all that, the bow and the helm. But I think he's got like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think there's 5 levels, and the sails. I mean, gosh, because each level is playable. He stacks the levels, and they fit wonderfully. I think that might be. Yeah, I think Cross's ship is the only thing in the showcase. Oh no, there's more. There's more. Hold on.
Oh, there's.
Yeah, it's his ship, but here's another picture of it. So you can see the some of the cargo.
Barrels and the cargo, yeah.
5 levels,
watching this.
decks, and top deck.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, the cargo and everything. Look, the sign says cargo. Yeah. So
Not shipment, cargo.
Cargo. Yeah, so check him out, and as the sign says, share, like, and subscribe. Ooh, got extra big. Yeah, I think that's it in the showcase itself.
See, today is the 13th.
If you see anything else, let me know. Oh, you can put it in now. I'll pop it up.
Yeah, it seems to be all quiet on the showcase front right now.
No, but wonderful job, Ross, as always.
That's looking lovely.
I don't know. Are there any closing words? We do have about 15 minutes or so left. So if there's anything else.
Oh, lots of time to make closing thoughts, huh? Okay.
Campaign is saying there's a better shot of the cargo just before the ship photos.
Huh. Oh yes, the one from, I think it was from, and there is another one. shot of. This is the shot of just the cargo by itself. All the individual pieces.
That's good stuff.
On this side, on the left, over here, on the left side there, cross. What were those? I can see the bed and the table, but on the far left, is that just cargo? Looks sort of like coffins to me.
Yeah, I was thinking there was some kind of different story.
Nosferatu has to get across somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what I was thinking. It's like that's exactly what I was thinking. Something's in those coffins.
Or someone.
Mm-hmm.
Tentacles, he's taking a nap in there.
They're
Footlookers.
footlockers. Okay.
For just feet.
That must be some very big feet, though.
Yeah, and you have to lock the feet away. For some reason, you have to lock the feet away.
I mean, look, if you're in a close space with me for several days without running water, then yeah, you would see why feet should be locked away. You would smell why feet should be locked away.
You should
Wow.
smell why feet should be locked away.
Trick or treat, smell my
feet.
Kids make some weird rhymes.
Rhymes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
trick or treat, smell my feet. Give me something good to eat.
Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin late. The wings fell off the Batcopter, the Joker got.
See, that's how I heard it. I heard jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg, the Batmobile lost its wheel, and the Joker got away.
Yeah, I've heard that one too. Yeah. So, I don't know why they were so infatuated with Batman.
Well, have you ever seen him?
Well, I'm saying to make him smell and have Robin lay. And you know what? I just understood Robin laid an egg because he's a bird.
Bird. Robins are birds.
I sort of never really understood that.
Weird,
yeah. I was like, what? I thought it was because it smelled, because laying an egg is another name for farting, another word to say farting. So.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, so that's what I thought, but then.
So Batman smells and Robin laid an egg.
Yeah. So that's what I always thought.
Okay,
I never thought that song was so deep.
Tentacles.
If y'all were filling in the just fucking with your bingo card, that was our fart joke for today.
Yay! We did it, bingo. Ooh, I think we do need to have a bingo card.
Do we?
I think it'd be fun if well, we can't create it though. We can't create it.
Just like chat have to create it.
Yeah, because just like drinking games that channels, the chat on certain channels have, that they take a shot every time this person does this or that, which I'm not promoting. But
but you're okay with promoting cocaine.
No, we didn't promote it.
Absolutely, guys. Do not take a shot every time we say something stupid. You would die.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not
in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, we need you, so don't do that.
Yeah,
but
absolutely. Agreed.
But again, it's the chat or the people who watch who actually make that up because they're the ones observing us. So if you want,
we're being observed. Do you realize that we're being observed?
Yes.
Yeah.
That means we exist, because if we're not observed, then we might not exist. Like certain particles, there would be a question as to whether there's still a question as to whether we exist. But
no, I don't think it works that way. I think that that's something that people figure out by the time they're like 8 months old, I think, or something like that.
That they're the permanency.
Yes, the permanence of objects. Yeah.
But particles, like, the actions of particles, supposedly you can't really know what the particle is going to do or where the particle is going to be until it actually does it, until it's observed. That's my understanding.
Particular actions.
Say again?
They take particular actions.
They do. They do. So just like Robin, laying an egg, they do.
Oh,
Poor Carl. Carl's like, "Oh, I thought we were gonna get out of here.
really?
I
This is
thought we were done."
this is my Wednesday. Thank you, Carl. We love you.
We love you, Carl.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. Are there any other thoughts,
Thoughts?
ideas,
Yeah, no,
Oh,
comments?
there's
I
always
think.
thoughts.
Yeah. True.
Are there any unintrusive thoughts?
And yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, now if you're going to get specific about it.
Any unintrusive thoughts that you can specifically state are your own and not the other voice?
Oh, well, that opens up a whole different can of worms right there.
That's what she told me to say. All
I
right.
don't know. What are we doing next week?
Actually, I have no idea.
Yeah, actually, yeah. What are you doing next week?
What does that mean, Kim?
What are you doing next week? I might not be present for a couple of sessions. I'm gonna try, but I might not be. So
Okay, we'll hold the fort.
absolutely.
But
Go on.
I promise nothing sensible will happen.
Thank you. I feel assured now, reassured now. Thank you so much.
We promise nothing sane will happen.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I was
everything
very
will be
worried about.
copacetic when you get back.
I was very worried that all of a sudden there'd be an outbreak of sanity on the stream. Oh no. Oh no.
Turns out this is not perfectly round. When I molded it around, it's not perfectly round.
Oh.
What?
All right, that's fine. That's fine. I can work with this.
Well, that reminded me of the Rick and Morty episode where Rick creates that perfectly smooth surface. Anyone see? You remember that? Have you seen that one? Yes. Oh,
No.
I don't know what Rick Morty had said. He'd said something about something being so smooth or whatever. So Rick creates a perfectly smooth or level, I think perfectly level surface or something like that. Yeah, it was like smooth or level or something like that. But he went to work and he did it. He created this perfectly smooth or perfectly level surface, and Marty stood on it and he basically fainted. He had to Rick had to fight to
could not
get him off
process
of it because it was just so balanced and level and beautiful, and he was like fighting to stay on it. I was like, oh. So I'm sorry. That's when you said it's not perfectly round, I was like, oh, you shouldn't touch anything that's perfectly round because you probably would never come back from it.
I just had a thought. Ow.
It's okay. It happens.
Ow.
Don't do that, Lisa. Stretch first.
I knew I could use that muscle somehow. You were going to say, I think someone mentioned something earlier in chat about Dungeon Jam. Did we want to talk about that a little bit? Just like a brief something.
I think we might want to do it the week after that because it will only start on the 25th. So by the 27th, we should see a few of the entries coming out. So we can do like a midweek review if you guys are into that.
Okay. Have you guys done anything?
Yep.
I'm still trying to get it completed before I take off. So I'm trying my best because I have a lot done. I'm just trying to get it finished. So yeah, I'm expecting to have something for Dungeon Jam.
Are you crafting, or is it actually a craft, or are you just writing up something?
Well, just so everyone knows, Dungeon Jam, the event is a 5-room dungeon. So people, different YouTubers are creating 5-room dungeons. So that's one thing that I did it, but there's one thing I want to tweak. Then I had to decide what I was going to do for the video, and I'm trying to craft something. That's the thing I'm looking at right now. With disdain.
Because I have
Can't you just craft
something,
yourself?
but it's not going to be a craft. It's going to just be a dungeon.
Yeah, you don't have to. I didn't have to do this. That's the thing. I did not have to spend hours starting something else. but I
Overachiever.
did. What? What?
Overachiever.
Uh-huh.
Try
Yep.
hard. Try hard. Again, and I might not even finish it. So then I wouldn't be able to do it. So, but
Oh.
I'm focusing on the dungeon. I have to tweak that, but I do want to do this. But
No,
whatever.
you can do it.
Yeah, I got my
You got this.
dungeon idea. I just need to put it on paper.
Okay.
I know what I want to write. I just need to put it on paper. But mine's just going to be a submission of a dungeon idea. I'm not going to build anything. I'm too busy with this.
We can definitely talk about it during the on the 27th.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cross is warning us: don't poke fun at Carl. He's into recreational violence.
That's good.
Yeah, but that's fun. That's the fun of it. We make him have so much fun that he wants to engage. No, we don't want him to engage in recreational violence against us. No, we don't. All right. Well, I think it's time now.
Yeah, I think on that note.
On that note, yep.
And that note, thank you so much for everyone for joining us, flocking with us, and some of us will see you soon. And yeah, craft your love. Bye.
I think there are Greek myths saying boy that's a bad idea. But,
say again. Say again.
I think there are Greek myths about why that is a bad idea, but yeah, you guys do you.
Yeah. You do you, as you said. All right. Now, bye. Have a
Bye.
Okay.
Are we done yet?
End.
Yay.
And dismiss. All right, and then